we're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign of what's going to happen to these other workers moving forward. And I talked.
We certainly want to see banks succeed in this new world order. We certainly want to see banks succeed in this new world order.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that second video just to make you think. Now, this one is going to stay on crypto. Now, looking at cryptos right now, as we can see, once the stock market goes down, we go right back up. So for those who are new to crypto, you have to get used to these swings. Those who've been with my channel, we understand this. But all it is an algorithm now, guys. You have to play the game. You can't be scared because it will be scary. We're going to take volatile dips and we'll have volatile pumps, but that comes with it. But guys, this video is going to be on XRP. Let's look at some numbers and see how to play this. Now, right now we have Bitstamp, who had 18% of the trading volume. I think Coinbase 8%. Kraken just announced that they're going to be delisting on the 29th. Coinbase is the 19th, the day before we get a new president. Now, basically, if you go back to January 8th with the delisting of Bitstamp, and when that happens, guys, nothing changed with the actual price of XRP until a couple days later. So someone is actually buying it up. Now, whether it's Ripple or the central banks or Whale, basically someone is definitely buying the dips. Now, XRP fell bad on the actual news, but as we see exchanges delisting, the price is not falling. So definitely something is interesting when it comes to this. There's more to the picture. And then also, the big thing is that these dates are spread out. The SEC didn't say, hey, look, you need to do this immediately. This is the date it needs to be done by. None of that came out. These exchanges are strategically delisting on certain dates. So we had, of course, Bitstamp on the 8th. Coinbase will be on the 19th. Kraken is going to be on the 29th. And, of course, we had a few others that delisted, but they're not as big. But, guys, this is definitely strategic because they're like 10 days apart. So that gives the actual whale or whoever's buying it plenty of time to buy it up to keep the price consistent. And if you look at the price of XRP, XRP actually went up going in towards the delisting when you should see it going down. Because the fact is that if people know, hey, look, I have to get my crypto off the exchange, the actual price definitely should have went down. So there's definitely a lot of manipulation going on with this XRP delisting. So guys, we know there's a bigger agenda behind this. And just like I said, Coinbase has about 8% of the volume. Kraken has about 5.5% of volume. And Bitstamp had about 18%. So we definitely should have seen a decent dip when Bitstamp delisted, but we did not. So what I'm foreseeing is that we're going to see the same thing with Coinbase. XRP has kept that 4th spot. Yes, it was flipped yesterday with Polkadot, but XRP grabbed that spot back. And as we took that pump, XRP got some of that and pumped right along with it, even though all the news surrounding the SEC. And of course, when we received that dip, all the cryptos went down, not just XRP. So like I stated, it's a lot of manipulation definitely happening. Those who have been in crypto for at least 4 years or longer, we've seen Brad Garlinghouse beside too many of the world leaders to believe the SEC is really trying to do something against Ripple. That makes no sense whatsoever. We know for a fact they are constantly with the central banks. Brad Garlinghouse has said out of his mouth several times, they're working with the banks. They're trying to make sure the New World Order succeeds. And they want us to believe that they're bringing charges against Ripple and XRP, which makes no sense whatsoever. As you guys know, I'm not a Ripple fan, not an XRP fan, but I know for a fact that Ripple protocols are going to be used by the central bank. The same way if we go and look at the Stellar Foundation and XLM, we know for a fact the central banks are going to be using it. When we look at the Venezuela situation, they use those two protocols. We know this for a fact. Only thing I have to do is connect the dots. And we also know USDC is going to be using Stellar's blockchain, which connects right back to Goldman Sachs. It all goes right back to the banks, guys. Brad Garlinghouse is on CNBC and CNN more than most bank CEOs, guys. He's always on there. And anytime you're on CNBC, it definitely should raise a red flag. Because CNBC is controlled by the New World Order. We know this for a fact. They never tell you the truth. It's all orchestrated, guys. All TV is owned by 4 corporations. Don't forget it. But our lovely Brad Garlinghouse is on CNN and CNBC all the time. Remember, CNN was the only television station that could go interview bin Laden in a cave. That's right. They found bin Laden when nobody else couldn't, guys. Remember, I'm an old man. I remember that. They were sitting in a cave interviewing bin Laden. So when you actually see Brad Garlinghouse on CNN, CNBC, guys, it's all an acting job. It's already been rehearsed. So if XRP takes a good dip, guys, I definitely would buy the dip. And what is my consideration of a good dip? Is 14 to 19 cents. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. But 14 to 19 cents, I'm all in. Now, of course, right now as I'm doing this video, Polkadot has flipped it back. So Polkadot has taken that 4th spot, not by much, of course. Right now, Polkadot is pumping. But XRP right now is in that 5th spot. But I don't see that lasting long. I definitely see in a few weeks, you're going to hear a settlement from Ripple with the SEC. And all this is going to act like it never happened. Believe me, remember the crypto teacher told you that. Because remember, when it comes to the New World Order, everything is planned out. Y'all have a wonderful night.
We certainly want to see banks succeed in this New World Order. We certainly want to see banks succeed in this New World Order. This New World